You know that I always got you covered when it comes to mobile games, bringing you the best mobile games that you should be playing at a particular time. Today, I have 10 new mobile games that just dropped that are really worth you taking a look at because they have potential, and some of them are really good. So let's dive into my list of 10. The first game I want to share with you today is Risk of Rain Hostile Worlds. With only 10,000 downloads, this one has recently launched, and it's an action RPG style game. You're gonna assemble your squad, secure precious loot, and decimate relentless hordes of enemies. This one combines the beloved roguelike franchise with run and gun combat to craft best-in-class action RPG shooter. If you're looking for a new action RPG with a casual feel, this one definitely is a solid option for you to look at. It's an extremely fun game. The graphics are on point and it has that cute style to it as well, so it's not just all serious all the time. With different objectives that you're gonna have and a nice upgrade system inside of the game, you're gonna always be able to have something to do to keep yourself busy and something to enjoy, because like I said, the game's a lot of fun. Teret is up next. In this one, you're going to be playing an adventure sandbox style game similar to something you may recognize from Minecraft, but with its own IP. This game only has 5,000 downloads, definitely newer to the scene. And this was a game that was essentially created by the players. It's a sandbox game that allows players to create their own worlds and share them with other players, creating infinite play possibilities. Obstacle courses, PvP, races, monster hunts. Teret has a variety of exciting game modes to play to your heart's content. Essentially, whatever you or your friends create, you can play. Another one of those Minecraft or Roblox style games. Next up, we have Outer Plane Strategy Anime. This one has 1 million downloads and 4.2 stars, so it has been around a little bit longer than some of the others. And this is your typical role-playing, action strategy, turn-based strategy game. You're going to be unlocking new heroes as the game goes on, upgrading them to make them more and more powerful, and trying to take down the big bosses ahead. So if you're looking for a new turn-based strategy game that takes place in a gacha style, anime style realm, this is the game for you. I want to pause for a moment and I want to tell you guys about a game called Three Skies. Three Skies is a free-to-play turn-based RPG that takes a lot of inspiration from Darkest Dungeon's dungeon mechanic. And by the way, I want to thank Three Skies for supporting my channel and sponsoring today's video. So if at any point throughout this video you get the urge to play Three Skies, I urge you to check it out in the description of this video, support my channel, and get yourself into a new good game. Now, as far as combat goes inside of the game, it got a lot of inspiration from Pokemon's element-based combat. The dungeons that you'll be engaging with inside of the game are filled with loot, gear, traps, and enemies that you're gonna have to encounter. And as I mentioned a moment ago, in combat, elements are gonna play a large role. So it really becomes important that you understand both their strengths and their weaknesses. Every hero inside of the game is different. And the campaign that's available now is already vast, large, big, and it's growing. So the game is only going to give us more and more stuff to do over time. There's a battle tower inside of the game that contains various different modes like treasure runs, realms, excavation, and even raids. Having all these different game mechanics and game modes allows us to engage with the game in different ways, giving us a variety of play modes and more rewards that we can gain throughout. And there's also PvP inside of the game in the form of an arena that allows players to fight it out over 3 different game modes that rotate weekly. So the battles are always changing. And this game is cross-platform across Steam, iOS, and Android. Now, we mentioned all the different heroes and how they're so different in the game. Well, there are 60 of them in the game as of right now. And each of them has their own skills and their own stats for you to learn so you can take advantage of those in combat. A player's party holds a total of 6 heroes when in those battles. So it's important that you recruit your heroes wisely and upgrade them wisely because each hero has its own element and each element has its pros and its cons. The game has various different quests and missions and methods for you to upgrade your account, to power up your account and earn rewards with in-game currency that you can get absolutely for free. Yeah, you don't have to pay anything. Now, there is a shop inside of the game where you can buy stuff like resources with in-game currency or with real money. In addition, there's a battle pass, which I absolutely love inside of games, that has both a free tier and a paid tier, so you could choose which one is the best for your style of play. And when you start the game, you get to create and customize your own commander. And this can be changed and modified at any point in time. And when you create your account, as long as you bind it with email, you could play it across all the different platforms. So while I'm at home, I could play it on Steam. And while I'm on the go, I can play it on my phone, which is a great feature so that the gaming never ends. Now I know you're probably interested about Three Skies, so what I urge you to do is check out the description of this video, find my link, and download it, and give it a shot, now that you know what the game's all about. Bunker Wars, World War I real-time strategy game. With only 10,000 downloads, this one is definitely newer to the scene, and it's a strategy, real-time strategy war game with a multiplayer experience. You're going to gather an army, participate in epic PvP battles, devise your own tactics for victory, and become the best inside of this tower defense style game. Yes, you heard me right, and you know that I love it because it is a tower defense style game. In the midst of a world war, defend your base from enemies and break through their defenses. Upgrade your bunkers and expand your territories by sending an army to capture strangers. With many different characters that you can unlock and upgrade along the way, you are sure to have a good time in this tower defense game. It's really a lot of fun, especially for you guys that like tower defense strategy games. Clash Mini is one of Supercell's newest games that is out in certain regions of the world now. It's anticipated to drop soon, at some point in time globally. We don't know when that time is just yet. But this is a beautiful tabletop style game that takes place in the Clash universe. I've played quite a bit of this one, and I have to say, it's extremely fun and so addicting. I may actually feature it on the channel at some point. So if you're looking for a new auto chess game that you know is created by a developer that supports their game extremely well, this is probably the best auto chess game that's going to be out for years to come. If you had to choose one food to eat at Thanksgiving, would it be potatoes or stuffing? Legend of Wizard Idle RPG. This is basically an action RPG with idle elements to it. It's a decent one, only having 5,000 downloads. I would definitely recommend other games such as Diablo Immortal or Torchlight Infinite, but if you're looking for something with an idle RPG mechanic, this may be an option that you're interested in. But maybe you're looking for a shooter game, and maybe you're looking to slay some dinosaurs. Well, how about Dino Hunter Dinosaur Games? With 10,000 downloads, this game is going to fit your dino needs as well as your arsenal needs, taking you into a realm where you need to take down all the dinosaurs with all of the awesome weapons that you get to utilize and upgrade along the way. Now, I personally feel bad for all the dying dinosaurs since I am a fan of them, but this does look like a cool game for someone that's looking for a more casual shooter that is going to also allow them to take down some live. King Arthur Legends Rise is a game that you could pre-register for right now, and I believe it's coming out very, very soon. It's another turn-based strategy style game, this one taking place in a dark medieval world. The graphics on this one look really good. The developers seem very into the creation of this game, and I do believe it's going to do well over time and be very supported by the devs. Cookie Run Tower of Adventures. This is a nice, fun-looking beat-em-up style Cookie Run game. As you know, the original Cookie Run is a turn-based strategy style game, but this one here does something a little bit different and brings a little bit more action to the scene. With only 10,000 downloads, it's definitely something newer and a good time to jump in on something while it's fresh. Or maybe you want to be more casual and make some ice cream with Ice Cream Truck Yo Doggies. Another one with only 10,000 downloads, but it does have 4.8 stars, and it's a very casual style game where you're going to be playing this atmospheric style experience where you're going to be making ice cream with a bunch of animals. Maybe you want something that's just going to kill some time, get yourself a food truck, make some ice cream. Next we have Land of Monsters, and this game is a 1 versus 4 gameplay asymmetrical mobile game. It's definitely an online experience, and it's going to allow you, with low poly and colorful art style and interesting heroes, take advantage of a 1v4 gameplay combat. So it's kind of like those games where you have to run away and escape from others, 1v4, you know, the 4 work together to get away from the 1, but it's done in a different format here in Land of Monsters. Gods of Myth is a real-time based landscape version mobile game with a 3D anime art style. There are dozens of mythological characters and legendary heroes from various factions that can be collected to make your formation invincible. Dozens of legendary heroes combined with a game background that has a mythological theme makes this game something that many people may enjoy. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on my videos for you every single day.